I think having that stage filled with people just feels indicative of everything we're realizing, and we've realized in the past couple of years, that this is not about one person or even a small group of people. This is a community of people coming together to make everything we do possible, and we're so thankful for that. We're thankful to everyone who was just on stage. We're thankful to everyone who's here in the space today. We're thankful to the folks joining us from home. We're thankful to the people who will watch the recording in the next couple of weeks on their own time. I think we're going to be able to do that. Yeah, we're sharing the recording after this. So I just want to say thank you to everyone to start. And I also want to say how impressed I am that so many people have shown up tonight in some version of Hangar Red, which I don't ever do. I don't wear red, almost never, and I feel like I really need to step up. Denise's jacket, I'm always like, it's perfect. So, well done, well designed, check out the jacket, it's good at any time, but especially at a Hangar event. So yes, I'm Shula Swarovski, Artistic Director of the Hangar Theater. And it is thrilling to be gathering here in person in the theater for the first time for an annual meeting since 2019. Welcome back, everyone. It was really fulfilling as we prepared our speeches and our materials for tonight to look back and think about and speak about all of the 2021 achievements that we have to recognize, and Kristen beautifully listed those. We don't always do that. We tend to move on to the next thing, and it's only when we're writing a grant that we go back and say, what have we done? But it's nice to do it publicly, and it's nice to do it in company and not just in our grant writing, which is also important, but it's nice to do it as a group. I think about this word achievements. My kid just started Cub Scouts, and I did not know this, but before you get to a badge, before you get to earning a badge, you get achievements. And the achievements are what you receive for completing specific projects. I'm new to all of this. Others may know this world better. But when I came to realize, oh, it's not just you earn the badge, but you have to do all the achievements to get the badge, I appreciated that because it feels very honest to me to recognize that it takes many smaller achievements, smaller steps, incremental accomplishments to get to the big thing, the badge. It also means that I don't have to sew anything on anything for a long time, I think, which I do not have the skill set to do, so we'll put that off as long as possible. But I say that because I consider all of the 2021 and even more recent achievements that we have, and I can't help but think that the Hangar staff, board, and community has truly earned our 2021 badge. Thank you. I've also been thinking recently about a lyric written by one of the greatest musical theater writers of all time, Stephen Sondheim. And as we know, Stephen Sondheim passed away this past year in November 2021. His death reverberated through the theater community as an artist who truly reinvented the art form and who was unparalleled in his ability to put words and music to the feelings that we have as human beings and didn't quite know how to express, and also to put words and music to feelings that I don't even know that we quite knew we had. I was just talking about company with Kristen beforehand, and truly an artist that we are blessed to have had in our lifetimes, and it will be a long time before another Stephen Sondheim comes along. But that is to say, the lyric that I'm thinking about is from his 1984 musical, Sunday in the Park with George, in which a character modeled after the post-impressionist artist George Seurat exclaims, as he looks at a finished painting, "Look, I made a hat where there never was a hat." And in that one line, it's such a simple and yet apt way of expressing the joy and delight of artistic creation. To will something into being. You know, as a painter, perhaps it's more of a solo artist, but here when we will something into being, it is as a team of artists. It's as a team of production staff, front of house staff, every member, every person who comes together to make a hat where there never was a hat. And when I think about 2021, I think, look, we made a performance space where there never was a performance space. Look, we made live theater safely during a pandemic where there never was live theater before. And of course, none of that was easy, but it was worth it. We for the first time this summer, we collected a lot of audience feedback anonymously in a form that went out. You get a survey after your show. Maybe many of you got those surveys. Maybe some of you filled them out. And it took me a while to go back and read them because I also know that sometimes people, when they write anonymous comments, can be not so kind. And I didn't feel emotionally ready to process the comments until the fall. But when I got around to it and I did go through those comments, they were so incredibly uplifting and encouraging. I'll share just one of them with you. And I can assure you that there were many responses that echoed this sentiment. Maybe someone in here wrote it, who knows? I don't know who the name was, but this is the first live theater we have seen since the pandemic began, and oh my, how we've missed it. It felt absolutely joyous to sit outside and enjoy this amazing production. Congratulations and thank you to all involved. What a wonderful way to be welcomed back to live theater. It was comments like that in person, in writing, that made all of the challenges worthwhile. Because this is indeed the art of reinvention. And we continue into 2022 with even more exciting new projects and reimaginings. In addition to a thrilling lineup of 5+ memorable main stage shows, 4 delightful kid stuff productions, and 3 innovative wedge projects coming up in summer 2022, we have even more innovation. We will be making more hats. So this summer we will be producing both indoors and outdoors. And it's a good time, and I'm looking at Kiana, because Kiana is always the person in a staff meeting who's like, but why? Why? And it's, you know, it's a wonderful thing for a developer person to think about, and a person who's so actively participating in writing our grants and speaking with our supporters and our donors. And she always comes back to like, but why? Why are we doing it? So I wanted to include the why with each of these two. And yes, we're producing indoors and outdoors to allow us to follow a producing model that is healthier, more sustainable, and more thoughtful. It allows us to lean into the best aspects of both our indoor and outdoor spaces and to create in an environment that we hope will truly allow our artists and audiences to enjoy and thrive. We're also transforming the Hangar Lab from a tuition-based program to a compensated performance fellowship. And you've probably received many emails about this and heard us talk about this. The why there, to increase access and equity in our learning programs for young artists. We're launching the Hangar Flight Test Series, a brand new musical development program. Why? To provide a platform for the voices of new artists and writers, especially those who have been underrepresented in the musical theater canon. Now, some of you may be thinking, when are you going to stop making new hats? Can you just wear the hats you have at some point? And I hear you. And I also say, have I taken this hat metaphor too far? I don't know, you know, Sondheim started it, I give him credit. I think we can all still go with the hat metaphor. But really, what I'll also say is we've recognized in this past 2 years that many aspects of the system that we were working with before was not working. And the pandemic hit reset for all of us in so many ways. That combined with the social justice movement that followed the murder of George Floyd and others, reminded us that as artists, as artistic leaders, as artistic supporters, as artistic staff, and that's everyone in this room, It is not enough to keep wearing the same hats. We need to keep finding new ways to create and share great art that connects us with and responds to the needs of our community in an authentic and fulfilling way. And that's what it means to truly become, and I'll quote the Hangar's current vision statement here. I know Diane's probably like, I don't know how long that will be, the current vision statement, because we are working with strategic planning on the wording of all of these things. But this is the part I always love the most: to become an artistic home that nurtures a lifelong love of the performing arts for everyone, truly for everyone. And the great thing is that we don't have to make these new hats on our own. We get to make them together. So thank you all for working with us, for supporting us, for joining us in so many ways to do just that. Now, the next part of our program, usually there is a way that we get to experience some art. And that was a little bit tricky in our process of planning this. We thought originally we may be doing it virtually, and then when we went to deciding to be in person, we said, well, what is the opportunity to experience the art or speak with some of our artists for the 2022 season? And so they will be joining us, but they will be joining us on the screen. It's my pleasure to introduce everyone to some of the artists who will be joining us this summer, most specifically members of the creative teams of the 2 Hangar Flight Test musical workshops. I won't say too much, they say it much better themselves in the video, but thank you to Hangar staff and Rye for helping put the video together. And I will just give one more recap. What is the Hangar Flight Test series? It is going to be a series of concert stagings of original musicals in development. The 2022 series will consist of 2 workshop productions, which Hangar audiences will be the first to experience. Writers and artistic teams will invite audiences to give feedback and become part of the development process as they prepare their scripts and scores for full-scale productions. So this is our opportunity to learn a little bit more about those projects and those artists. So,
I have the honor of presenting the Agda Osborne Award, which is awarded to a member of the Hangar Theatre community for exemplary service and commitment to the Hangar Theatre, characteristic of Mrs. Osborne. This year's Agda Osborne Award winner goes to Dr. Jessica Casey. I'm proud to present this award to Jessica for 9 years of committed Hangar board membership and 2 years of exceptional board leadership as a president, also during which she opened a medical practice during the pandemic, because that's what she does. She gave us wide counsel, mentorship, advocacy, and support. Best of all, Jessica has inspired the Hangar board and staff with her unmatchable passion for and knowledge of the theatrical arts. No, she's supposed to stay. I was told you told me she.
Oh, wait, hold on, let me take that off. It's gonna be easier to hear me. Okay, you stay right there, okay? Got it. Up next is the Tom Niederkorn Award for Extraordinary Contributions to Artistic and Educational Programming at the Hangar Theatre. Cynthia Henderson, will you please join us on the stage? I am very proud to present this year's Tom Niederkorn Award to Cynthia for enthusiastically stepping into the unique process of An Odyssey, a production that brought together professional artists, such as Cynthia, students, and community members to create a brand new play, and embracing her role as mentor, role model, teammate, and of course, the muse, with compassion, humor, grace, and expertise. Thank you, Cynthia.
The Aaron Aljo Schlatter Inspiration Award goes to a young person who has made a remarkable contribution to the life of the Hangar Theater and has sparked the contribution of others. I'd like to welcome Addison Wells to the stage. Addison is receiving this award for joining the Hangar's first ever all-outdoor summer as a teaching assistant for the Next Generation School of Theater and as a house manager for Main Stage Productions, and for handling both of those roles thoughtfully, compassionately, and with great maturity and dedication. Next, I'm proud to present the Camilla Shaw Teaching Artist Award for a Hangar Theater educator who has demonstrated a positive impact on the lives of students and who embodies the highest standards of the profession, in memory of gifted actor, director, teacher, and playwright Camilla Shade. This year's award goes to Miranda Bianchi. Miranda, will you please join us on stage? Miranda is receiving the Camilla Shaw Award, Teaching Artist Award for fulfilling nearly every role imaginable in the Hangar's education programs during the past 6 years, including a Project 4 teaching artist, a Next Gen instructor, Next Gen coordinator, and a breakaway leader, and for doing so with incredible preparation, thought, care, and skill.
I have the great honor of presenting the Philanthropic Angel Award. Jerry Dietz, will you please join us? Hi, Jerry. This year's Philanthropic Angel Award goes to Jerry for his longtime commitment to our thriving arts community and his steadfast support of the Hangar Theater. Specifically, his prompt and eager willingness to provide insight and resources toward the Hangar's outdoor performance space when additional help was needed, all with grace, humility, and respect. Congratulations and thank you.
I'll now present the Good Neighbor Award. This award goes to Connie Wells, who could not be here in person to accept it, and I'd like to ask her son Jamie to come to the stage on her behalf. I'm proud to present the Hangar Award in honor of Connie Wells for many years of service to the Hangar in a variety of meaningful ways, including board membership, maintenance of the beautiful Hangar Theater grounds, and opening her home to dozens of visiting artists with an unparalleled measure of hospitality. Thank you all of our award winners for your incredible contributions to the Hangar and our community.
And driving me down here every night to work the